What's going on, Amber? Y'all talking about okay? What's going on? All right, y'all. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube. All right. Oh, I was trying to wait for some more people to come on, but this shit don't be sending out no notifications. Let's see. All right, let's see what's in the energy for the few people that's here. Probably gonna come back on later. Like later. I'm only gonna be on here till about 10:30, probably an hour and a half. All right, I want to see what's coming. I don't know. I want to use some cards I ain't used in a while. We gonna see. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to use some cards I ain't used in a while. All right, y'all. If you're wanting a reading, you definitely can't interrupt me and get a reading. All right. What's going on? All right. If you're wanting, this is the last. I repeat, the last unlimited sale that I'm going to have. All right. So there will be no more unlimited unless you already have unlimited. All right. There is a $65 unlimited, 65 unlimited readings and questions, right? All the readings and questions you want to ask if you want to learn tarot, all of that shit, all right? It's $65, 65 to the end of the year, all right? So you have my services to the last day of the year, all right? It doesn't matter what the question is or whatever it is that you're trying to figure out. Business related, career, love, money. It doesn't matter what it is. All right. If you're needing assistance, all you got to do is email me if I'm not on live. All right. And that is $65. All right. And 65 cents. After I stop doing those, all right, there will be no more unlimiteds. All right, so unless you have it, what's going on? Unless you have it already, all right, and you would know because I would email you and tell you. All right, so if you have unlimited now and you want to add, all right, let's see. Hold on, let me see something. What is this? April. Thank you. I'm trying to see. Hold on. Oh. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So you got 8 months. You got 8 months. 8 months for $65. What's going on, Travis? What's up? What are you doing? I'm finna get into a juicy read. I don't think you heard no reads like this. We gonna see. Let me get the good cards out. I haven't done these in a while. We're gonna do these. Let me get my money out the suitcase. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get those. Yeah, I'm gonna get all of them. Okay. Somebody's doing the ultimate to get you back, alright? This is the only non-brand thing I can find. Let me tell you something, fuck nigga. You ain't got to be here. You're here because you want to be. Not because I'm making you, motherfucker. Because it's nothing to click the fuck off and watch something else. But yet, your bitch ass chooses to sit here and watch me. You here because you want to fucking be here, bitch. Anywho. Now let's see what's going on in this energy. Girl, you know I'm on YouTube too, so you know that YouTube it come with the bullshit. So I put it on subscribers only. So you gotta be a subscriber to even say anything to me. So if you take your time just to subscribe to me, just to say something, you a pussy motherfucker anyways, alright? And you still giving me your fucking energy, so it does not matter. Alright, so if you want to do all of that just to give me your energy, then that's cool. Alright, let's see. Anywho, you guys, what's going on? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? It's nice and quiet. I'm only going to be on here for a little while, y'all. I'm going to be on here for about an hour and a half. Alright, trigger warning. Alright, so apparently something's getting ready to come out. Alright, something's getting ready to come out of this deck, okay? Trigger warning. So if it does trigger you in any type of way, just know that I'm just showing you where you need to heal, okay? A special gift is coming for you. Alright, so you are getting ready to receive something. Alright, now, you getting this gift may trigger you because this gift could come with some truth. Alright, somebody finna find out that, look, I was finna say that somebody finna find out that their parents is really not their parents. And then the card that fucking pops out is not their baby. Alright, so not their baby. Somebody finna find out something when it comes to a parental. Alright, a cousin could be significant, leaving quietly. Somebody getting ready to leave quietly. Somebody doing anything for money. Alright. Somebody's being served karma just like that. Somebody's, okay, so Spirit is revealing that a child is not someone's. God damn it. Alright, a sister-in-law could be significant. What's going on? Hey, y'all. What's going on? Alright, passing the test. Thank you. Hey, y'all. Readings are available If you do not want a reading, you can definitely donate, all right, if you feel the need to. Lots of lizards and pole monkeys. What the fuck does that mean? All right, passing the test. All right, you could have passed the test. All right, somebody fake reports. Somebody did something when it comes to fake reports. All right, somebody could have lied. Somebody lied. Somebody with falsified documentation. Leaving quietly. All right, somebody finding out that a child ain't theirs, or some children aren't theirs, and somebody's leaving a situation. All right, setting them up. All right, somebody karma. Somebody's getting karma for trying to set somebody up. A cousin, Quisha, is significant. All right, a first cousin could be significant. I just said a first dog ass cousin. All right, somebody got caught in their lives. Somebody had some sort of fake report. Somebody wrote something fake when it comes to you. All right, somebody lied about something. Somebody's playing their part when it comes to you. Somebody doing anything for money. All right, so somebody try to set you up. All right, but somebody try to set you up for money. All right. If you are interested in unlimited reads, all right, this is the last promo for unlimited reads. I will not be talking about unlimited reads anymore after this promo is done, all right? So if you don't already have unlimited, then you can't get unlimited, all right? You can't add on to unlimited. It's a lot of people that have unlimited so they can get reads, all right? They don't have to. They pay one set price, and they can come get reads anytime they want to. For 8 months, all right? So that's to the end of the year. $65 to the end of the year, all right, if you're wanting reads, all right? Because after that, there are no new people, all right? And then we're going to do something different. On top of people getting free reads, we're going to be doing like little group sessions and shit like that. So if you want to be a part, take advantage of the unlimited reads now, all right? Benefits, well, something about some benefits lawyer. Somebody, this could be Social Security, military. Somebody is getting some sort of benefits, all right? Somebody's going to need some sort of lawyer, all right? Damn, fortune could be significance. All right, so if you are interested in unlimited, all right, Doretha is here. All right, somebody failed. Somebody tried to take something. Somebody wanted somebody's benefits, all right? This is somebody gold digging ass mammy. All right, your living situation is getting ready to change. All right, you will have your own abundance. All right. All right, on the spot readers are available. There's a change that's getting ready to happen all of a sudden. All right, so something that you were wanting to happen is getting ready to happen before death. Somebody did something before they died. Somebody did death spells on somebody. Okay, so somebody could have just died. Somebody could have just died, all right? Somebody aunt. This motherfucker's passing away. All right, somebody could have died, but they did death spells before they died. All right, talk about backfire. That's what your bitch ass get. All right. I'm coming to see you. All right, so somebody's coming towards you. Remember I said that somebody's going to pass away and it's going to like a release somebody. Somebody's being released from a situation. And then it says bringing you keys. All right, somebody's being released from a situation. All right, one of the twins somebody did a PPP loan. A twin, one of the twins. All right, Cruz is here. Hey, well, let's go away. And if you want it, you got it. All right, somebody getting pum. All right, I seen this in my dream. I seen how an ex was gonna pass away, that it was gonna get a hole in their head is what I saw. All right, spiritual awakening. They feel like Your heart has hardened. All right. These past people can't get back into your heart. It ain't hardened. You just ain't fucking with them bitch ass motherfuckers no more. All right. You still the same loving person. You just not going for the bullshit. That's what the fuck that is. All right. Somebody's bringing you flowers, and somebody getting arrested, and somebody dying soon. What I told you. Somebody is definitely passing away. All right, if you are wanting unlimited reads for 8 months, all right, if you want to add 8 months on to what you already have, all right, it's $65 for unlimited reads, all right. What's going on, love? Hello there. All right, calling you. All right, somebody knew each other. Somebody knew each other. Somebody who was coming for you knew somebody who was coming for you. Okay? Daughter still coming against you. Ain't that about a bitch? This shit been coming out in readers earlier. All right, somebody could have had an older daughter that was dealing with your karmic. All right, your daughter, somebody child slept with your karmic. All right, I heard SEX magic. Somebody child was sleeping with their ex. Paid for spell work. I've been saying this shit. Travis, you still on here? I've been saying this shit. Jar spells is here. All right, has secrets. You heard? Did you hear about that? Did you hear that daughter part and sleeping with the ex? Did you hear that? Has secrets. You know who the you know who the ex would be, right? Goofy doofy. Yes, absolutely. Watch this shit. Where my pink book at? Damn, where's my book? I always show this, like, when I be talking about. Remember I told you about that time when she stole all that money out of my account? Well, I wrote that shit down because I had to call the bank and I had to, you know, talk about all this shit. All of these, right? Here and here. Then here and here. Check this shit out. Now listen now, because you know what area this is. Mind you, I'm in Orlando. I'm flying out to VA to chill with you know who. Okay. Not only did she steal money from my shit, she stole money from his card and my mama's credit card, right? Tell me why there was a charge. Hold on, because you're going to be like, what the fuck? In fucking Riceboro, Georgia, for $70 on January the 9th, 2022. I'm in Virginia. You in Florida. I haven't been nowhere near Hinesville, and I don't know when. Why would my information be anywhere near that nigga shit? You was scamming with him. Remember I told you about that incident, how she was doing all of that scamming shit? How the fuck you think she found out about how to do all of that shit? Stupid. And I was saying that shit the whole time. I was like, nah. And Spirit was like, yeah, but you know, you already know how the shit I had to go through with that one. And I don't think like, I mean, you move like a hoe. So, you know, you would do anything for some money. You would do anything for some money. You would do anything for a like. You know what I'm saying? So, can't save them all. So, that shit crazy. And this was when I wasn't even dealing with this nigga at all, nowhere even around. Exactly, and that shit starting to come back up in the reading. Her name came up in the reading like 4 fucking times yesterday, and I'm like, God damn. But it's crazy because he just contacted me, and the first thing he said, I apologize if I did anything to you and your kids. That shit is crazy as hell. So, and he talking about, I just don't want you to send me no what you call it my way. Nah, you got your own drama because you is bi-actual. Look at how these cards is coming out. And yes, he is. Oh boy, I'm telling you, they tell it all. Everything come around full circle because even before he start, even before he called, he kept coming out. He kept coming out of these decks. All right, cruise. Somebody get ready to go on a cruise. Heart failure. All right, somebody having heart failure for thinking they can fucking play with you. All right. And just like that, karma serve, heart failure. Somebody shit shutting the fuck down. All right, because why? They stole your money. All right. I don't know why people think they can play with the dead money. All right, the dead be on your ass when it comes to some shit that they left and it was supposed to go to somebody and somebody tried to take it. Somebody was going to Jamaica, cruises here. Somebody was going to Jamaica, Jamaica's here. And here's cruise again. Somebody was taking a little cheap ass, funky ass carnival cruise, bullshit ass cruises over there to Jamaica and paying for fucking spell work. Not knowing who the fuck you doing spell work on. And you know it be groups of motherfuckers going over there to do spell work because that cruise line is cheap as fuck, alright? And that's the only thing that they ass can afford. Alright? That's the cheapest way to go over there and do spell work. October, a baby mama is significant. Not their baby. Somebody finding out that a baby ain't there. Cynthia is significant. Divine intervention. Alright, heart failure. Look, this shit crazy as fuck. And this shit been coming out like this for years. For years. And I don't care which cards I use. The same shit come out. These motherfuckers don't understand you in protective custody when it comes to spirit. These people can't fuck with you. Fake reports. Alright, so somebody lied. Somebody's been lying. Somebody's been lying. Somebody's been using a tarot card reader to look into your life. Alright, that bitch gonna get towed out the frame too. Alright, something special is coming for you. Alright, somebody knows that you are tired. Alright, so they thought you would have died by now. No, bitch. I'm still alive. Alright. Unexpected money. They know you finna get this money because the whole purpose was for them to do that bullshit ass spell work. Look, vacation was just here. I told you they were supposed to do that bullshit ass spell work so you can have natural causes and pass away, or you can slip back into addictions or anything or any vices that was making your ass go down the wrong path. All right, they would want you to slip back in your shit. All right, they ain't want you to be better than who the fuck you was. All right, because why? They didn't want you to come up on this motherfucking sudden wealth. Because they know that they was going to be trying to steal some shit that fucking belong to you. And if you in your motherfucking right mind, they can't do that. Alright, now you finna get your life back. Get your life back from what? These bitch ass niggas doing spell work on you. They can't no longer do that shit. Alright, a fuck ass uncle is significant. Alright, they know what they did to you and they know they suffering. Because they know can't shit happen to you. That bullshit ass spell work don't work on you. Alright? Twin children is significant. Alright, this could be a divine masculine's children. Something about a cousin. Rosina is significant. Friend of the family. Alright? So it's a lot of people knowing shit and it's a lot of people getting fucked up. It's a lot of people knowing shit and it's a lot of people getting fucked up. Spirit say job well done. Alright? Somebody was using you. Somebody wanted to use you. Grandfather is here. Alright, so somebody grandfather is, I saw unaliving. So somebody grandfather paying for spell work. Alright, somebody daddy, trigger warning. Somebody daddy could be doing, your daddy could be doing spell work on you if your daddy anything like my bitch ass daddy. Alright, somebody knows you are not playing no motherfucking games. It ain't. It's not. Alright, Jan or January is significant. Something is happening in 24 hours. Somebody getting pum pum in 24 hours. Well, damn. Somebody coming to lie to you in 24 hours as well. Somebody told somebody business. Somebody is ready to hold and touch you. So somebody is ready to be in your presence in a good way, all right? Somebody who paid for spell work is coming to lie to you, all right? If anybody is interested in readings, all right, I'm only going to be on here for a short period of time, all right? If you are interested in a read, please let me know, all right? Unlimited reads to the end of the year, so 8 months, all right? $65. $65. Matter of fact, the first two people, if you are wanting unlimited reads to the end of the year, $50. $50 unlimited reads to the end of the year, the first two people. All right. Person, whoever's doing the magic on divine masculine is going to pass away as well. I don't know what the fuck these people thought. All right. Before death. They gonna know why they passing away before they pass away. So sad. So fucking sad. Somebody feel like your heart has heart. No, you just don't give a fuck. Alright, when you do stupid ass shit, you get stupid ass prizes. These people were sending people to hurt you. Alright, it was either you or them. Of course it's gotta be them. It was never gonna be fucking you. Alright, they know they can't stop you. They can't do shit to stop you. Who? A raggedy ass baby mother, a DM's baby mother, Letitia is significant. Alright. Quisha is significant. It's a whole bunch of bitch ass energy out here. Alright. Passing the test. Alright. So you passed the test when it came to these people. Alright. So I just feel like your ancestors are destroying these people. Damn, I need to get that. I feel like your ancestors, oh shit, are destroying these people. I wasn't gonna get that card, but I bet you that shit gonna be something good. Let's see. Alright, somebody playing their part when it come to you. Alright, somebody is, you could be planning something. Or you could just be keeping your business to yourself. Alright, you could be keeping your business to yourself. A great aunt Maggie is significant. Something is significant about a bitch ass great aunt. Wallow is significant. Alright, that is the undercover friend of a divine masculine. And this is the father doing spell work. Alright, so your father could be doing spell work. What? It's like there is a friend of the family, but this is the friend of a masculine. Alright? They're trying to hold this match. You still got a lot of people doing spell work. What's going on, Amber? Waiting to see. Beaches, warm weather. Alright? Somebody wants a regular life. You're getting ready to whatever regular is, alright? But I don't know. Shit is getting better. Alright, somebody's mama passing away. Somebody's mother is passing away, changing their life for you. Something about a niece could be significant. Somebody didn't realize the hate was so close. Alright, so somebody could have tried to sold something that belonged to you. Alright, Jamaica is here. See, I'm going to go to a different deck. Alright, these people trying to set you up for failure, and Spirit was setting you up for greatness. Somebody slept with someone's friend. They were past. Look, Spirit ain't playing about you. These people who deceived your ass, Spirit is tearing their ass up. Somebody pulling up on you. All right. So something is getting ready to change before you and someone. There's so many people going to jail. That's why they all watching you on platforms. All right. Some people could be substance abuse right now. Somebody could be using. All right. You got new opportunities on the way. All right. And they know, somebody knows you were right. They should have left you the fuck alone. All right. Somebody has to wait for a certain time to come towards you. Is pregnant. Somebody finna find out they pregnant. All right. Found somebody watching you. So somebody knows that somebody was watching you on platforms. All right, on social media. Somebody know they're gonna die too. All right. Somebody who went to Jamaica. Military benefits is here. All right. This week. Somebody could be passing away this week. Well, ain't that some shit? All right, readings are available if you are interested. All right, a newfound love is coming. Inheritance is on the way. Empress is here. All right, and I'm going to end that read here. All right, if you are interested in getting a read, please let me know. All right, does anybody